So I thought I had grown as a person. But then on Saturday, I met a difficult Bolt driver. He was taking me back to school because I had just gone to the market for like provision shopping. This was entering the new month, right? And so I went to buy stuff for myself and for my brother who was sick in the hostel. This trip was completely fine until the end when we got to school. And so the way school is that there's a main like entrance, right? And then once you get past that, you drive down to the hostel entrances. So there's the girls' hostel ahead, and then there's the boys' hostel if you turn to the side. So when we get into let us into the main gate, and then I'm like, oh, please, can you take me to the boys' hostel entrance so I can drop off my brother's stuff? Drives me there. My brother comes, gets his stuff, and then I'm like, oh, please, can you take me to the girls' hostel now? And he's like, what? No, I'm not doing that. Like, drip was from the market to your school. I've gotten here, I've stopped, I'm not going anywhere else again. And I'm like, but it's still within the school. Like, it's just there. It won't take you 5 minutes. Even though it's only if like as a favor he might have done it, but he doesn't do multiple stops. So he finishes his rant and he just both sits in the car for a few seconds, and then I ask, okay, so what's the plan? And he's like, the plan is I'm going to drive back to the main entrance and you get off. And this is a problem because I'm carrying 3 loads of stuff. Like I have a carton of stuff and I have 2 packs of water. So I would have to lug that all the way from the main gate to my hostel. And that's like, you know, a football field, like the length of 100 meters, right? Do that times 4 or 5. So let's say 400 meters. It take me 400 meters to lug this stuff to my hostel. And then I'll have to come up the stairs to my room. Then I'll come back again and do that 2 more times. And that's a whole lot. So it would be wonderful if you could just take me to the main hostel entrance, so that trip is cut short by like 3/4. But he did not do that. He actually took me back to the main entrance and dropped me off with my stuff. I was upset. I was so upset. And so I sharply, like the first thing I did was give him a bad rating, because what it was when I started to calm down a bit that I was like, okay. I realized maybe he wanted me to say, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't, please, can you take me to the, and maybe he would have, listened. What if I told him the please and he now did not still do it? I would have died in his car. After I was done being angry, I could see his point of view, where it's like, these minutes we are spending here, because my brother did waste a few minutes coming out. These minutes we're spending here is costing me, like, I could have been on another ride, could be making money with these minutes. And yeah, valid. But I feel like I realized that the issue was I didn't like the way he spoke to me. I did not like his tone in the slightest. Like I realized this in the car, and I remember I literally thought to myself how I know he wants me to say please or sorry, but I'm not going to do that. What's the moral lesson? The moral lesson is that maybe in some situations, right, it would be best to just, just be the bigger person, or like be the smaller person, and save yourself a lot of time and effort and frustration. Don't be like me. Be better than me. You can be better. I believe in you.